Hello everyone. In our last class we have already dealt with standard specifications, and today let us continue the topic further because we are having more standards. So let us know about each of them. First let us write what we are going to discuss, that is your standard specifications. Yeah, this is our main topic. In this main topic we have already completed. First one is your earthwork. The next one we have done with, this is for both filling and cutting. So we have already dealt with this. We know how we are going to calculate, what are the units of measurements that we are basically going to use in your earthwork. Now the next topic what we have done is brickwork. So this is also done. The third topic we have completed is concrete work. So these are the three types of works that are being finished off. We have completed earthwork. The next one we have is your brickwork, which is also done. Concrete work is also completed. In today's class we will be dealing with stone work. The next item of work we have is stone work or stone masonry. Let me write it as masonry. Yeah, stone masonry. In our today's class we will be dealing with stone masonry. Now let us continue. Let us know about each and every item. Yeah, how we are going to divide the page? We'll be dividing it into three. First one is your description of item. Description of item. Then units of measurements. Units of rate. This means, this unit of rate mean how we are going to fix the rate for the measurements and for the items. So this is how, this is how we are going to say that. Now let us go to the main word. 30th item is random rubble masonry. Coarse rubble masonry. Actually we have many types of masonries. Rubble masonry or this stone masonry is nothing but arrangement of rocks in shape of walls, whether it may be regular shaped or irregular shaped based on the shape of the stone. If it is a properly shaped, properly dressed stone, then we'll call it as rubble stone masonry. If it is having a irregular shape and arrangement is being shuffled, then we call it as random rubble. Coarse means it will be in an even shape and will be arranging bricks or rocks, everything in a even form. So that is your coarse masonry. Coarse rubble masonry. Ashlar masonry. In most of the cases we will be using this random rubble masonry while we are constructing. In most of the cases we will be going through with this random rubbles. And the last one will be walling and arches. Yeah, so this is the description of item we are having, which is random rubble masonry, coarse rubble masonry, Ashlar masonry, then walling and arches. For all this, the units of measurement for each and every item, all these items comes under a single thing. So we consider everything in a single item. When it comes to unit of measurement, how we are going to calculate the units for this? This is basically taken in cubic meters. as we all know, it is having a stone will definitely be having a shape of a cube. So what happens here is, yeah, as you all can see, if this is the shape of your stone, it will be somewhat like this. So where it will be having a length, breadth, sorry, let me write something, L, B and D, length, breadth and depth. It will be having all the three units, L, B and D. So we generally consider all this in cubic meters. Unit of measurement for your stone masonry will be in cubic meters. When your unit of measurement is in cubic meter, obviously the units of rate will be calculating the rate per cubic meter. Okay, for each and every cubic meter, if suppose we are having 10 cubic meters, then rate is fixed per cubic meter. 10 cubic meters means we'll be counting it for each and every cubic meter. So this is how we are going to fix the stone masonry unit rate and unit of measurement. When it comes to your mode of measurements, if facing stones are the same as those used in the body of walling, additional work involved in dressing stones shall be considered as extra overwalling. When you are going to use any additional work, it should be considered as your extra overwalling. Other particulars shall be same as the brickwork. Then regarding leaving all the other things, if you are going to add any additional work, then it should be calculated as extra over, and other particulars shall be same as brickwork. So that is about stone masonry. We have continuations in stone masonry. The next item is stonework in wall facings. Stonework in wall facing. Yeah, this stonework in wall facing is nothing but while you're constructing an exterior of your house, so you'll be having stone chips or stone rubbles. We'll be using the pebbles for arrangement of your exterior walls, which is going to enhance the structure of your beauty of your structure, as well as it is going to give a very good look, maintenance and everything. It is easy. It is a little time taking, but it gives a very good appearance to your wall. For creating such an experience, such an what we call such an overlook, so we'll be giving stonework in wall facings. So this is basically calculated in square meters. We'll be having different shaped. See, we'll be cutting the chips or we'll be cutting the stones into some regular shapes and we'll be arranging it in the wall, or else in some cases we'll be having that pebbles. So we'll get that pebbles with different colors and shades. We'll be using it in the wall, so that we'll be having that appliance in the wall. So that is called as your stonework in wall facing, and this is basically calculated in unit of measurement will be in square meters, and units of rate will be obviously per square meters. How many square meters you are having, for each and every square meter we will be taking it into count. So this is about stonework in wall. When it comes to your mode of measurement, the character of facing, the average width of bed and thickness of joint shall be stated. Circular facings exceeding 6 meters radius on plan shall be included in the general facings. So this is about the mode of measurement. The next item of work we are having is stonework in sills, steps, string cores, cornices, columns, lintels, coping, etc. This is the next item of work where we are having stonework in sills, steps, string cores, cornices, columns, lintels, copings, etc. For all these works, generally the unit of measurement is considered in cubic meter. For calculating the each and every work, the unit of measurement is basically taken in cubic meters. As we have this in cubic meters, obviously the rate is calculated per cubic meter for each and every item. So, this is about the stonework in sills, steps, strings, cornices, columns, lintels, copings, etc. When it comes to mode of measurement, the type of dressing shall be described and measured in square meters as extra over. See, whatever the type of dressing we are going to use, that shall be described and it should be measured in square meters as extra over. Extra over is nothing but it should be considered as the extra work. It should not be included in the normal working process. So, that is about the mode of measurement for your stonework in sill, steps, string cores, cornices, columns, lintels, copings, etc. Now, let us go to the next one. The next item is, this next item will also come in your 32nd one. Let me write it as 33. Dressed stone work, as in chhajas, jellies, shells, etc. So, this is nothing but will be having some regular shaped long length rocks. So, dressed stone is nothing but it will be having a uniform shape. It will be having a properly dressed shape. Irregular shape is there, means that is called as undressed. When it is having a regular shape and it is having a proper length, breadth and width, what we expect, this is called as your regular or dressed stone. So, this basically dressed stones. In olden days, this used to be, the stones were being used in your slabs. For example, this were mainly used in your slabs while you are putting your roofs in that place. Nowadays we are going for RCC slabs, but in olden days they used to go for your stone slabs and shelves also. We are having this almiras, will be basically using with wooden materials, will be having that separate wooden sheets, plywood sheets, will be cutting and will be putting it there in your shelves. But in olden days we used to go for this stone works. Wherever your slab or almirah is there, you will be going with the stones. We will be arranging the stones with the help of some jacks, pulleys and all. So, they used to pull it and they used to place it wherever it is required. So, in that one, that is nothing but dressed stone in your chhajas. Chhaja is nothing but your sunshade, as we all know, sunshade. In sunshade also, nowadays we are using some mesh and we are extending the structure. Your lintel beam is somewhat extended out as your chhaja, but in olden days they used to use this dressed stones as your chhaja or sunshade. In jellies and shells also, same thing is being done. Okay, this is about item. When we are using this dressed stone in chhajas, this is basically calculated in square meters and your unit rate is calculated per square meter. Unit of measurement is in square meter and unit rate is fixed per square meter. Okay, when it comes to your mode of measurement, each stone shall be measured as smallest rectangular block from which finished dressed stone can be worked. So, I will be repeating it again. The mode of measurement is each stone shall be measured as smallest rectangular block from which finished dressed stone can be worked. This is about mode of measurement. The last item of work we are having in stone is 34th one, boulder work. Boulder work. Boulder work is nothing but your somewhat irregular shaped stone works which is having some regular or irregular shapes, which generally called as your ballast. Okay, that is your boulder work. This is unit measurement is taken in cubic meter and unit rate is fixed per cubic meter. This boulder work shall be classified as dry hand packed, boulder walling dry and walling in mortar. These are the three different types of boulder works generally we will be considering. So, while you are constructing, basically this boulder work mostly you can see in your ballast regions, in your railway tracks, will be putting that ballast with regular shapes. Nothing other material is used, but they are arranged in such a proper way it will not fall down. So, that kind of your construction should be done. So, there are different categories in this. First one is your dry hand packed, second one we have is your boulder walling dry. Both this dry hand packed and boulder walling dry is not having any kind of mortar in it. We basically arrange this in a particular shape and this will not fall down. Okay, that is clear. And the another shape we have is walling in mortar. See, mortar is nothing but it is a combination of your cement and sand, fine aggregate and cement. So, with the help of this cement mortar, in some places we will be using this boulder stones for construction of wall. Okay, these are the three different types of work that is basically done for your boulder. Okay, so this is all about your stone masonry. Now let us go to the next item of work. Yeah, let me write in the fresh page. The next item of work is your roofing. So, yeah, now we have done with earthwork, brick masonry, stone masonry, and concrete work. So, we have completed 4 items, that is earthwork, concrete work, brickwork and stone masonry. Now, we are going to the next item, that is your roofing. In this roofing, let me divide the page first. Yeah. Okay. In this roofing, the first item is, let me write the continuation number as 34. The first item is terraced roofing, portion of tiles, bricks or stone slabs. So, in your roofing, generally this roofing can be done with tiles, bricks or stone slabs, but basically it will be having a cement concrete mortar also. So, they have not entered it here because that is already discussed in your cement concrete. Okay, for that reason it is not being introduced over here. In this roofing, terraced roofing portion of tiles, bricks or stone slabs, with these three materials which generally will be doing the roofing, and this will be calculated in square meters. Unit of measurement will be in square meters. When it comes to your unit rate, as we are having square meters over here, your unit rate will also be there as per square meter. unit rate is fixed per square meter. When it comes to your mode of measurement, the thickness, size and quality of tiles, brick or stone slab shall be stated. Each and everything should be stated. The thickness of size, quality of bricks, tiles or stones shall be stated. The number of layers, method of laying, pointing and the kind of mortar with proportion shall be stated and included in the item. The supporting rafter and beams shall be measured separately under the relevant clauses. Okay. This is about the mode of measurement, how you are going to calculate and how you are going to use the item in your construction. I will be repeating the mode again. The thickness, size and quality of tiles, bricks or stones shall be stated. The number of layers, method of laying, pointing and the kind of mortar with proportions shall be stated and included in the item. The supporting rafter and beams shall be measured separately under the relevant clauses. So, this is about roofing for terraced roofing portion of tiles, bricks, stones, slabs, etc. Now, let us move to the next item. The next item we have is lime terracing. Lime terracing on roof. See, lime terracing is nothing but we'll be basically using the lime material. Instead of cement material, we'll go with lime material. This is calculated in unit of measurement for your lime terracing will be in square meters. Okay. When we are using the unit of measurement in square meters, obviously the rate of your unit will be per square meter. So, this is how we are going to put the rate for each and every item. So, when lime terracing on roof is done, measurement will be in square meters and your unit rate is fixed per square meter. Okay. When it comes to your mode of measurement, the proportion of maximum and average consolidated thickness shall be described. The proportion of mixing and average consolidated thickness shall be described. So, if special top surface finish is described, if special top surface finish is desired, this shall be paid separately in square meters. Insertion in parapet shall be accounted for brickwork in parapet. Madras terracing roofing shall include top and underside plaster finish. So, this is about the mode of measurement. The next item of work we are having is Madras terrace roofing. This is our next item of work and this is also calculated in square meters and unit rate is fixed per square meter and mode of measurement is plaster finish on the top and the underside shall be included in the item. Plaster finish on top and underside shall be included in the item. This is how we are going to put the mode of measurement for your Madras terrace, where we will be considering the top and underside of the item. The next item of work we are having is tiled roofing. Tiled roofing. This can be done with usage of Mangalore tiles or Allahabad tiles, and we have Raniganj tiles. These are the three different tiles that are being used in your tile roofing. First one is your Mangalore tile, Next we have Allahabad tile, and the third one is Raniganj tile. This is also calculated. These are the variety of tiles actually. While you are going for your tiled roofing, these are the varieties of your tiles. Okay, this is calculated in unit of measurement is taken in square meters, and rate is fixed per square meter. Yeah, when we are going for a tiled roofing, by using of your Mangalore tiles or Allahabad tiles and Raniganj tiles, it is basically measured in square meters, and your rate of measurement is done for per square meter. When it comes to your mode of measurement, measurement shall be taken as per finished work. Measurement shall be taken as per the finished work, and the single and double tiling shall single and double tiling shall be measured separately. Yeah, single and double tiling shall be measured separately. So this is all about your roofing. We have completed almost 6 items in your roofing. Sorry, 4 items in your roofing. That's it for today. Thank you.